Construction crew that finds red wallet in the wall soon uncovers bigger mystery. Two construction workers pulled back the layer of sheetrock for the first time since the Sunset Theater was built in 1948. Boldly contrasted against the dust and lumber was a bright red object that looked brand new. How did it get there? When did it happen? And, most importantly, was it supposed to be found? Questions and curiosity took over the project, and everybody wanted the scoop behind the decades-old mystery. Lucky for them, the treasure they found inside the wall contained some major clues. For Terry Clark, the owner of the Sunset Theater in Lodi, California, it became sort of expected to find cool things in random parts of the building. In the months prior, they'd found several interesting objects, like a vintage donut shop poster and old coins underneath a candy counter. Though it was in the attic where the most special antique was the most well-preserved. As Chris King, a construction worker for the renovation project, was demoing an old wall, he found something wedged inside that definitely didn't belong there. A bright red wallet. Everybody was instantly excited. The color alone demanded attention. This was clearly a wallet with a lot of personality, and there had to be some sort of unsavory reason it was sealed shut inside the wall of an old movie theater. When they opened the pristine-looking wallet, it was packed with personal information that, while it looked crisp and brand new, clearly dated back decades. It contained a high school photo ID, a DMV and work permit, and pictures of friends and family. Terry Clark was brought up to speed on the wallet discovery and seemed delighted by the prospect of solving such a long-awaited mystery. Based on its age, he wasn't sure he'd be successful at tracking down the owner, but he felt a sense of duty to try. In an interview with local reporters, Clark explained, "I really thought about what if it was mine. What touched me was the pictures, the family pictures, the friends that said best wishes, I hope we never lose touch, all the things that they wrote on the pictures." The name on the documents was Donna Schatz, so Terry Clark took to Facebook hoping someone would recognize her. In a local group called You Know You Grew Up in Lodi When, he made contact with a woman who claimed to be the wallet owner's sister. Terry Clark was connected with Donna Brown, maiden name Schatz, over the phone. She'd long since forgotten about a red wallet, but based on the description of its contents, memories flooded back. She began to fill in her side of the 6 decades-long disappearance. It was either 1961 or 1962, Donna wasn't sure, but the 15-year-old did have a fairly clear memory of the moments that led up to her losing her wallet at the Sunset Theater. After all, it was a real pain to replace all her documents. As Donna told CBS 13 Sacramento, as a teen, she went to the movie theater all the time. There was a grocery store at the corner, so I would always walk past there, and I would always look at the movie posters to see what was coming. On that fateful day that she lost her wallet, Donna went to see a movie at her usual stomping grounds. She couldn't remember what movie she saw specifically, but at one point during the film, she went to the ladies' restroom. When Donna went to wash her hands, she momentarily set her wallet aside and turned her back. By the time she was finished, her bright red wallet had vanished. Immediately, she zeroed in on the only other person in the bathroom with her. Totally unafraid of confrontation, teenage Donna rounded on the other girl in the bathroom as she remembered. "I said, I know you have my wallet because you were the only one in there. I said, I want my wallet and I want my silver dollar too." The girl vehemently denied stealing Donna's wallet, and the teen left the movie theater royally peeved. But lo and behold, someone had taken her wallet that day. Somehow, the thief had weaseled away without getting caught. Fast forward 60 years, and Debbie had given up on the wallet that disappeared in the Sunset Theater's bathroom. But if you asked her about the lost item, she'd still have bet money that the girl had stolen it. It's amazing to me. It's unbelievable when you don't think about something all those years and they call and say, "We have your wallet." Donna was floored when she first received the call, and things got even more surreal when she held the wallet once again. Over 60 years after she'd set it down to wash her hands, Donna was reunited with her wallet. The loud red color amused her, as this must have been a teenage Donna's stylistic choice. red is far from adult Donna's favorite color. After talking with Donna, Terry Clark noted that the silver dollar in question was pointedly missing. So, going above and beyond in his good deed, he decided to slip a shiny new silver dollar inside the wallet before returning it back to her. The real mystery of the miraculous wallet recovery was how it ended up wedged in between the attic wall in the first place. Terry Clark theorized that the thief discarded it, throwing it up there to get rid of the evidence. Donna's felt a pang of nostalgia holding the wallet after all that time. Plus, she had the sweet satisfaction of knowing she'd probably made the right call all those years ago. Her wallet hadn't vanished by any fault of her own. Back in the 1960s, teenage Donna didn't have too much value in the wallet target by a thief. Losing the contents wasn't a huge deal for her at the time, but in some situations, losing your wallet is a life-halting problem. Pua Valdez lives in Las Vegas, Nevada with her family. She is the proud mom of 2 small boys, aged 2 and 3. And in December 2017, like many parents at that time of year, she was busy creating special Christmas memories for her little ones. As part of her holiday preparations, Valdez visited a nearby Walmart to complete some last-minute shopping. Both her sons accompanied her on the trip, and the mom was so distracted caring for them and carrying out her errands that she didn't realize that she'd forgotten something vitally important. Indeed, Valdez left her wallet in her shopping cart, and given that it was Christmas, she had been carrying a lot more cash than she would likely have had on her person under normal circumstances. Later, Valdez told KTNV, "In my wallet was $400 cash for Christmas gifts, my ID, my credit cards, medical cards, my social security cards, everything important that a mom needs." However, with all the hustle and bustle of the holiday season, Valdez didn't even realize that she'd lost anything. The mom of 2 would only learn of her error later that night. It began when a midnight visitor arrived at her home. Around 12:30 a.m., we were laying in bed and our Ring doorbell camera went off and my husband answered, Valdez revealed. Since they were already in bed and more than a little spooked by the stranger's unexpected visit, the couple spoke with the man via their doorbell video system. They watched the monitor as the visitor explained just what he was doing on their doorstep. Valdez and her husband listened in disbelief as the man apparently said, "I found this wallet, so I will leave it here on the doorstep. Thank you." In fact, it was Valdez's wallet, and she hadn't even known that she had lost it. Understandably, Valdez was floored. As a result, she didn't have time to ask the man his name or even to say thank you. However, when she opened her wallet to find everything still inside, she felt that she had to find her holiday hero. Describing how she would react if she got to meet her savior, Valdez revealed, "First of all, I would probably give him just a big hug and thank him so much for just being so honest and kind-hearted." To help her locate her hero, Valdez shared the video footage from her doorbell system online. Before long, it had gone viral and had received thousands of views and shares. As a result, Valdez soon learned the identity of the kind stranger. The man was Billy Bird, a Lyft driver who works in the Las Vegas area. And the first he knew of his viral fame was when he started to receive a deluge of contact requests and messages on Facebook. I couldn't believe the response from people saying, "Yeah, I know this guy." The night that Bird had found Valdez's wallet, he had been working. However, he decided to take some time out at Walmart. "I was walking in the door and the wallet was sitting in the shopping cart," he revealed. At first, as a responsible citizen, Bird decided to take the wallet to security. However, after opening it to find Valdez's address on her driver's license, he thought he'd deliver it to the mom himself. That way, he'd know for sure that she received it. Looking at the cash and credit cards, Bird knew that someone would need these items back as soon as possible. So he took a break from his Lyft driving and ventured to Valdez's address to drop the wallet off. However, Bird understandably had some concerns about turning up to a stranger's house in the dead of night. "I was scared too," he admitted, so he wasn't surprised when no one came to greet him. "I mean, I wouldn't open the door either," he said. "It was 12:30 a.m. But while Bird and Valdez never got to meet on that fateful night, they did later come face to face, and needless to say, it was an emotional meeting for both parties. Valdez gave her hero a big hug and gave him some Hawaiian candy as a way of showing her gratitude. After all the attention that Valdez's story attracted, it emerged that Bird had other good deeds to his name. In fact, just 2 months prior, in October 2017, he had helped police apprehend a suspected armed robber. Bird had called 911 to alert the authorities and was then able to direct officers to the suspect. However, Bird remained ever modest about his actions. He said that he was simply lucky to be there to help. Despite his modesty, though, Bird admits that he strives to help others in life. His intro on Facebook reads, "Always willing to give a helping hand to people." In an interview with KTNV, he added, "I have this overwhelming feeling just to help people, and I've been there before."